Hey there, happy day. All right, so today we're going to talk about positive self talk, or what I like to call being your own cheerleader. Hi, I'm Coach Carrie. I explore topics related to personal growth, self awareness, and life transformation. Life is a process of growth. Own yours. And that's really what these talks are about, which is owning your personal growth and doing so in a way that is positive, productive, healthy, and gets you good results. Awesome. All right, so today I'm going to talk about three things. What do I mean by cheerleader? How do you act as your own cheerleader? And what is a key question to be asking yourself? So, what do we mean by cheerleader? So, as we all know, we're familiar with the concept of a cheerleader who is on the sidelines of a sporting event. And what they do is they encourage the team that's on the field. They encourage them with positive things like way to go, keep going, those kinds of things. They cheer them on in terms of any wins that they make on the field. They celebrate any of their accomplishments, those kinds of things. And how you can act as your own cheerleader is consider having a voice internally inside your head that does those kinds of things for you. Is on the sidelines, is cheering you on when you need some encouragement, gives you positive reinforcement, celebrates your wins, all of those kinds of things. It's team you on the field, and you've got a cheerleader that's doing all of those cheerleading functions. Now, what typically often can happen for us is we may be missing a cheerleader completely. There's no cheerleaders on the sidelines of your life. Or there may be a little tiny voice that hardly ever comes and shows up, right? And what may actually be occupying some space on the sidelines is just a bully, a complete heckler who's just like, boo, you suck, or, you call that a win, or you should have done that this way, or haha, you fell down, those kinds of things. And we don't want the heckler. We don't want the internal bully. The internal bully sucks. What we want is we want that internal cheerleader who's going to be there to help build us up, help encourage us, help celebrate when we get over the finish line, all those kinds of things. And so the key question for you to ask yourself is, what would my cheerleader say to me? So when there's anything going on in your life, you can just be kind of doing a pulse check. What would my cheerleader say to me? What would my cheerleader say to me at the end of the day after I've, done a few things that I'm proud of? What would my cheerleader say to me if there's a couple of things where I kind of tripped and fell down? What would my cheerleader say to me with that? What would my cheerleader say to me that hasn't been said to me that I want to start having my cheerleader actually say to me? Like, for example, a lot of times what can happen with that internal bully or heckler is they're silent. They don't celebrate your wins at all. And so if we're constantly asking ourselves, what would my cheerleader say to me? That's going to start developing, noticing the fact that, hey, this cheerleader is silent for me, or noticing that voice doesn't come out very much, or noticing that what's happening instead is there's this heckler bullying thing going on internally. And what I really want to do is I want to be developing that muscle of that internal cheerleader. And that's what I mean by being your own cheerleader. And in order to really cultivate, nurture, and develop being your own cheerleader, it's the question to be asking yourself is, what would my cheerleader say to me? So here's the other thing about when that cheerleader is showing up for you. That's actually a moment where you will notice, okay, I've asked myself, what would my cheerleader say to me? And then your job in responding to that question is to actually say the thing to yourself that that your cheerleader would say to you. And what you'll notice is you'll notice a shift in energy within you. You'll notice a lighter step. You'll notice uh, a little bit more of a bounce. Um, you'll notice feeling better. And that's really what you want to get to, is you want to feel better. You want to feel good. And cultivating and developing and nurturing your inner cheerleader is going to help you get there. So to wrap up on this particular topic on being your own cheerleader, the call to action for you is to be asking yourself that question multiple times throughout the day until you just start, like, it just becomes a way of being. And that question is, what would my cheerleader say to me? All right. And I'd love to hear any comments or feedback that you have on experiencing this, and share it in the comments below. Any cheerleading wins that you want to share. Awesome. All right. Have a great day.